You guys, I wasn't even ready. I don't even know how it even did that. It just came on by itself. All right. So, we're going to go ahead and get started real quick here. Give me a moment. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of the Queen Universal Reading. Um, I am excited. I know I missed last week. I didn't mean to. Um, I just, I don't, I, a lot was going on, I think, last week. So I was not able to do a reading last week. Um, and so I apologize for that. I will definitely get back on my grind since I have been off. I have been truly off my grind, you guys. But welcome back to another. I'm hoping everyone has paid attention to all the events, the solar events, what's been going on with the moon, because there's a lot been going on, you guys. I hope you guys have been really, really paying attention to that. Um, so we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a minute. Let's see here. I have everything up here. Everything don't need to be in my picture. I guess if I pull this down just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. All right. So, yeah, I apologize for not being there last week. But I'm gonna get back on track. Um, I have no other choice. Right? So we're gonna get started here. In just a few minutes. Look, you guys, if you do have any cards, if you do own some tarot cards, definitely you guys, check out Pinterest and go up under their tarot because they really have some good things that you can use. Good things. They have some good spreads that you can use. Okay, if you use, it's just a suggestion if you do any reading on your own. Um, I think these cards kind of attracted me, so I'm going to use these cards today. Um, I'm going to use these today. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Um, for some reason, these I love these colors and stuff. So I said I would use these today. So in the meantime, in between time, let's go ahead and get everything set up, which I didn't have set up prior to me coming on at 2 o'clock because I was messing with something else. You see, when you got all this stuff going on at the same time, and the time flew away from me. But that's all right. Oh, let me say this: if there's any veterans that listen, happy Veterans Day. And look, anybody who's born of in the month of November, happy birthday. If you go over to our Black Queens reading, I think I do that every month on that channel. But if you go over on Facebook, if you go to Black Queens Reading on Facebook, you will definitely find all of that on there. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got going on here. Let me get my cards together. Look, got to get myself together here. Okay, so we have personality. Okay. So let's see what we got here. State of mind. What's your mind talking about? Basically. What's your mind talking about today? Self-improvement. Spirituality. What is your spiritual development? today. Okay. We have your health. We have family. We have your home. Okay. Romance. Somebody in love with somebody. Your social life. You probably can't see that, but I'll be speaking it out loud. Your money, money, money. Right? And your work and your life purpose. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Your career after your work, then your career, and then your life purpose. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here, you guys. Hello, you guys. How are you doing today? Hi, you guys. So let's get the rocking here. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Give me 1 second here. Boy, oh boy. All right. Let's see what's going on. This reading is from November the 12th to November the 19th. And when I finish with this reading over here, I also have a reading I do over on Black Queen's Reading. I use different cards. I like to tell people that so that they won't think that there is some trickery going on. Okay. I've already cleansed my hands of any negative energy before touching it. And I cleanse my hands with Florida water. You can find Florida water at your candle shops. You can find Florida water on Amazon. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Let's start with your personality. What's going on with your personality? Let's see what's going on with your personality. Ooh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Okay. So we have the 8 of spade. The 8 of spade came out. Ooh. The 8 of spades. So we talk about the 8 of spades. Justice. So somebody is looking for fairness in something that's going on with them. They're looking for being treated fair. Okay. I don't know what it is, but that's what it's saying. Someone is looking to be treated fairly. Okay. And by right, they deserve that, right? So the next one is the 10 of hearts. Okay. And we're talking about the Wheel of Fortune, right? So with the 10 of hearts, you have some in your mind, or something that you want to do. So now it's time to make them happen. It's time to put action behind whatever it is that you want done or want to see happen. Okay, whatever your plans are, according to the Wheel of Fortune, it's time to make it happen. Just saying that, right? So the next card is the 7 of of diamonds. 7 of diamonds. So the 7 of diamonds is the star card. So, okay, so let's say that you need to start we already said you need to start something, to start putting things in action. But this right here is telling us that there's time for some hope and healing at the same time with the star card, okay? Whatever, and that could be what it is. There's time when we say putting plans in action, it's time to heal, okay? It's time to heal. You've been through whatever you needed to be been through, excuse me, or been already. Let me say that again. I'm fumbling with my words. You've already been through some things, and now it's time for you to realize that it's time for me to start wanting to heal. Okay? So what state of mind are you in while you're thinking this way? So we have the Ace of Diamonds. I'm sorry, the Eight of Hearts. Okay. So this is okay. So the state of mind you're going into or you are in right now is talking about your emotional, okay, having the right emotions, the emotional intelligence you need to move forward with whatever you want to go, whatever thing that you're trying to do. Whether it's just you just trying to heal from bad things that have happened to you, right? Also, we could look at that as you're being creative in making sure the healing takes place, right? Okay? Making sure the healing takes place, right? So now we have the Two of Hearts, okay? So the Two of Hearts is the Temperance. This is where the balance comes in at, okay? And also taking your time, doing things in moderation, okay? Doing things in moderation, okay? Don't be in such a hurry. You already said you're going to take action, right? When we talked about your personality, you're going to take action, but don't be, don't rush through it. Give yourself that time because you already know you're in the healing process. So just kind of, take your time, glide into it, right? So now we have the Nine of Hearts. I'm trying to figure out why all those hearts are coming up. So now we're talking the Nine of Hearts, okay? So we're talking now also now, okay. So now we're talking now earlier we just said something about moderation. Now so we also have to look at maybe we're feeling a little selfish or someone you're dealing with is feeling a little selfish towards you, right? And they might want to overindulge, okay, in something. It could be you, to be honest with you. It could be you that person wants to overindulge in. But your state of mind is saying, this is not working for me. I don't want to be there. Okay. That's not who I am. Okay. I want to be, I don't want to be that person. Right. Okay. So, let's talk about self-improvement. So we have the Four of Clubs. And we know the Four of Clubs talks about celebration. So self-improvement, that means whatever you've done up here, it's time to celebrate. Okay? It's time to celebrate because even the small wins are important. Okay? So if it's something you've already put in your mind that you was going to do and it was a good thing and it worked out, go ahead and celebrate. Okay? Don't be afraid to celebrate. All right? Okay. So now we have the Five of Hearts. Okay. So the Five of Hearts is telling us that you've come to the point where you're learning from your mistakes, right? Because again, we're in the self-development stage, right? So with you doing something different and trying to find your way, this is good, right? Five of Hearts is good. And also it's your symbolism of moving forward, going forward, making things happen. You're already working here, right? So now on your self-development, I'm doing good. I'm gonna move and always remember, always celebrate. Don't feel bad about celebrating yourself. Okay? Do not feel bad about celebrating your good things that happens. Okay? Now, your self-improvement can lead to you on your on your professional level, of success, right? Because you're trying to do everything that you need to do to make yourself a better person. So you're entitled to to the success that's coming your way. Prepare yourself for it, and just don't get too overzealous, or don't get too over. We can get, our ego can come out, and we can get too confident. Okay, and sometimes when we get up that high, right, and we're not prepared to crash, okay, what comes with crashing, we have to be careful with that, because again, remember I said everything needs to be done in moderation, right? All right, so keep that in mind. So just be careful. It's good to celebrate. Let's get back to work, right? Let's not go overboard, and do things in moderation, right? Okay, and remember, the healing is here. The action you're taking to heal is here. Okay? So keep that in mind. So now we have the spiritual development. Okay? So where are you going spiritually? Okay? Is everything working out for you on the spiritual? Are you looking for something else? Are you not are you not getting what you want out of the belief system that you're using now? Okay? That's how you got to look at it. So when you're developing your spiritual, you want to make sure it's what you want, okay? And it's where you need to be, okay? Nobody else can choose that for you, okay? Okay. Now, here we're talking about with your spiritual development, just like I just said. See, if you're not happy where you're at spiritually, you can move forward. And that's what it's saying here. Basically, you can move forward and find something else. Okay? It's not, no one is holding you to believe in a certain way. Okay? You have the freedom to believe the way you want. Okay? So that's basically what that's saying here. So what is the Queen of Hearts telling us? Okay? The Queen of Hearts is telling us what? And the Queen of Hearts is a representation of the Empress card, right? And this is talking about maybe you need spiritually to go and be grounded, okay? Because that's what she represents. The Empress of Nature, going back to the roots of everything. When we talk about root, I think about your chakras, right? The root of everything, spiritually, okay? Spiritually going back, right? So now we're talking the Jack of Diamonds. Okay, we're talking the Jack of Diamonds. So this right here is learning, okay? So these all go together, learning where you want to be spiritually, okay? Taking up that mentality that I need to learn before I jump into anything different. I need to go back, right? Root myself, right? Ground myself, and then start studying, knowing what direction I want to take my growth when it comes, when it comes to my spirituality, right? So now let's talk about your health, okay? So we're talking the Three of Clubs, okay? The Three of Clubs. And this right here is talking when it comes to your health. And I think this came up in your health the last time, the last reading we had. I don't know if it was on here or Black Queen's reading, but it came up under this before. This means that you have your health in check, right? You're doing what you need to do to make sure that you're following all the directions you need to go in order to stay healthy, okay? Now, keep in mind, this could be mental, physical, and emotional health. So you're doing the journey that you're on here is definitely showing up in the ideal that it's this card represents you going forward and being successful in paying attention to what's going on with your health. Okay, Queen of Spades. Queen of Spades. So this is where you're being very knowledgeable and you're ambitious about what's going on with your health. You know what's going on. You know what you got to do. You're walking in the right direction. You're doing the exercising. You're watching what you're eating, right? When it comes to your physical health, when it comes to your mental health, you're seeing right here the changes that you're making, right? You're making those changes and they're all falling into place for you, okay? For your mental and emotional health, right? Okay? So you're doing good so far, right? So now we're talking the 3 of diamonds. Okay? So now we're talking 3 of diamonds. And we're talking here being successful again. So there we go again with celebrating. We're celebrating up here in your spiritual development. And now we're celebrating again in your health. So somebody out there is really paying attention to what is doing, what they need to do for them when it comes to their health and their spirituality, for sure. And like I said, all of this together, this all goes together no matter what comes up on these cards. They all have they all have a pattern and they all have their connection to each other. So this right here is great, right? And this is also the ideal that you're someone, the admiration of you watching yourself do all the things that you need to do, right? And also it talks about collaborating with someone. Someone wants to collaborate, okay? When it comes to your health, maybe somebody, a good gym partner, right? Someone who wants to work out with you, right? Or even someone who wants to go, I don't like to use the word diet, but better eating habits, right? Might be someone, maybe your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, or doing a partnership thing with you, okay? But you're trying to come together and make that happen because, again, we're trying to get healthy. So now let's talk about family. What's going on with our family? Somebody is feeling burdened. The 10 of Spades represents being burdened. Somebody is they're feeling a little burden in what they're trying to accomplish when it comes to the family. Okay? And that's all right. That's not because you got to remember, you see she's carrying something, right? She's carrying sticks or wands, right? So that represents a load. Someone needs to let go. Or they're carrying a load and they don't know which direction to go into. Okay, with that load. And that's why you need to have your guide. That's why it's so important to have a guide, have someone, have a spiritual development that you can go and talk to whoever that is that you know, your higher power for you. Okay. So now we know this is a representation of the moon. This is talking about having instinct. Instinct that, yeah, I'm in trouble to a certain extent and I need some guidance, right? When it comes to family. Okay, and it's all right to admit that. There's nothing wrong with that. So now we're talking a 7 of hearts. So 7 of hearts, somebody is keeping a secret, and maybe that's where the burden is coming from. Someone is trying to keep a secret, okay? Someone is not being truthful, okay? I don't want to say it's not being truthful. They're just not talking. There's something that needs to come out when it's dealing with the family and someone's keeping it hid. And I don't think that's a good thing. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, for home, now we're talking about the home. So we have the 6 of Spades coming out for the home. So when we talk about the 6 of Spades, we're talking about moving on. Okay, we're talking about moving on. There might be some things in the home that needs to be settled, and it hasn't been yet, right? And this is the time to understand that we got to move on, and leaving things that are not working behind. I gotta go. You know, I would love to stay, but I'm not feeling it anymore, right? Right? Is that what you want to say? I'm not feeling it anymore. So now we have another 6. Wow, we have the 6 of hearts. The 6 of hearts. We got 2 sixes in the same spot. Wow. And this is the Lover's card. So again, look, we're talking home, right? So maybe there is a breakup somewhere in the home. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it that I'm just saying a possibility that there is a breakup in the home. Okay? Um and that's all right. Because through all of this up here, you're going to get the strength that you need. You have all the things in place to have the strength to whatever decision needs to be made, it can be made. Okay? And understand that. And it's all right. It's all right if it doesn't, if you don't, if you don't get over it overnight. Okay? That's not what you need to do anyway. Okay? It's a lot. It's a lot going on. And, and it's all right. So now we're talking the 2 of spades. The 2 of spades represents the hangman. Okay? So whatever is going on in the home, it's all right to pause. Okay? It's all right to pause and understand, in order to find the peace you're looking for, whatever decision you're making or whoever's making that decision, understand you have to find self-discipline in that decision. Okay? Find self-discipline in that decision. Okay? And also, there's a sense of having a freedom and not allowing things to distract you from what you're doing, the path that you're going on. You know, sometimes it's hard to leave home, if you want to look at it from that standpoint. It's hard to leave home. And there's a lot going on at that time. But it's telling you, that's a representation of you actually saying, you know what? It's all right. I'm going to get through this, but I know I need to stay focused. It's almost like staying focused on what you need to do. Okay? So now let's talk about your romantic life. What's going on in your romantic life? Okay, so we have the Ace of Diamonds. The Ace of Diamonds. Ooh. So let's see. What is going on in the Ace of Diamonds? So that is a world card. So in your romance life, there's a need to travel. Maybe who you're looking for is not here. Maybe it's somewhere else. Okay? And having an open mind in the process, right? You know, it's all right. I'm not saying, I'm not encouraging you to go look for somebody, but I'm just saying, according to what the card represents, it's the world card. It says travel, and you're going to find peace in that. And then having an open mind, because sometimes, you know, some people are not available to us when it comes to romance. Okay? Some people are not available to us. Okay? The ones that we want might not be available to us at that time. Okay? I'm just saying. 4 diamonds. Okay? 4 diamonds. So, now, don't get so caught up, okay, with the 4 diamonds. Don't get so caught up in worldly and possessions, materialistic possessions, okay? Because that's what this is saying. Just because, you know, we want to be with someone who got that stuff, right? They got to have something, because that's what we always say. You got to have something, right? Sometimes we can romanticize for the wrong people in our lives, because they can be rich, but they can be hell. They can have all those worldly possessions and be hell. And I'm not going to get in that. I'm not going in that realm where I want to go, because then I'm pulling out my coaching hat, and I don't want to pull that out. But you have to understand, in relationships, it has to be more than just the materialistic things in a relationship. Okay? If that's what you're looking for, then just be prepared for what comes with that. Okay? So now we have the Four of Spades. Ooh, what is the Four of Spades telling us today? Okay, so this right here is telling us, this is the Death card. Okay, this is the Death card. Um, and the Death card tells us doing away with things, getting rid of stuff, putting away things that are not going to be productive in what you're looking for in that person, right? In your romance, right? Or putting away the person. um Maybe you're already in a romantic relationship with someone and you're not happy with some of the things they're doing. You have to decide, does those things cause the relationship not to work, or is it something you guys can talk about? Putting it to the end, silencing whatever those personality traits that bother you in that person, right? They're not going to be perfect, okay? Keep in mind that person is not going to be perfect. If you're looking for perfection, you need to understand you're not perfect, right? So you have to decide whether or not that's what you want to do. Again, this is all a journey, right? This is all a journey. Okay, so we're now talking about your social life. What's going on with your social life? Okay. So with your social life, we're talking the Strength card, right? Um excuse me. I'm sorry, that is not the Strength card. They kind of blend in alike. So that is not the Strength card at all. Give me a second here. That is the let's see. No, just give me a second. You see, I don't use these cards that often, right? So I kind of get them mixed up. I need to know what that card is. They're beautiful, beautiful cards. But I don't know what it is. Oh, you know what? I should have known this card. This is the Fool's card. Okay? So we already know what the Fool's card is. So in your social life, which is perfect, it works perfectly. In your social life, freedom. Free to do whatever you want, choose the person you want, hang out with whoever you want to, just enjoy your social life, right? So you're at a point where all of this has made its decision, everything is working the way it wants to. So now it's time for you to enjoy. Enjoy it. Enjoy what you're doing, okay? Enjoy your life. Okay? So now we're talking the King of Clubs. The King of Clubs. So the King of Clubs tells us this is right on time because you have the Fool's card. Now you have the King of Clubs, which is the Magician card. And this is all in your social life. So you have all the resources to manifest the type of social life you want, right? Right? And it also talks about transforming, actually, okay, say if you're used to doing certain things socially, your social life is always humdrum, da, 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 da. Now it's time to change it up. You have the ability to change it up. You have the power to change up who you want to hang out with, what you find social, because everything is about choices, right? So this is what it's saying. It is telling you, oh, I love it. I love it. Telling you that, hey, I can do it this way. It'll work either way it goes, right? It will work. And I know it will, right? Right? Yeah, it'll work either way it goes. So now we're talking Five of Clubs. So the Five of Clubs slipping in there. They want to talk. What does the Five of Clubs want to say? Under your social life. I'm sorry, I said clubs. I mean spades. Now, okay, so you might, in your gaiety and your happiness and your I'm going to do it my way, you might come up against someone who does not agree with how you want to do this, right? They might not agree to how you want to do your social life, but that's all right. That's their choice. They have their right. But look, you're going to do you. because that's how it is. You're going to do you. You're going to do what makes you happy. And that's what's important, right? So let's talk money. What's going on with your money? We have the 10 of clubs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is definitely not right. I said the wrong number. I totally apologize. That was actually the devil's card, and it's the 5 of clubs. And this is talking about having control. So again, it doesn't matter. It still works out for your social life. Having control over what is going on in your social life. And also keep in mind, now that you feel free with the Fool's card, right? And having all the things you need to do what you want with the Magician card, now we're talking about control and temptation. Control and temptation, right? So just be very careful. Can I say it like that? Just be very careful. Because over here in your money card, somebody is judging. But it's really talking about having a strategy to do what's right with your money. How are you going to start spending? Are you going to start spending differently? Are you going to be putting money away? Are you going to create another form of income? Yeah, so strategizing, planning, putting things together for your money house, right? So now we have the 9 of clubs. um, and it's the Sun card, so that's a good thing, right? So this is where we get clarity because you've already decided what you want to do. You're strategizing, you're putting things together. And here's where we're talking. We're talking here. Can you see that? I wonder if you can see that. Under the money card. Okay, under the money house, we're talking 9 of clubs, which is the Sun card. So here we're talking about clarity. Okay, maybe even a new life when it comes to your money, right? Changing things up, spending your money differently, or holding back not spending. Okay, could be something else that's going on. Okay, now we have the 9 of clubs. Somebody, I'm sorry, yeah, 9 of spades. Somebody is worried about something. Okay, somebody is worried. Okay, um, and somebody is like kind of, they want to do the right thing with their money, but they're kind of a little bit stressed a little bit. They're trying to put together things that are going on with your money that's not, you know, it's not hitting well, okay? And you're trying to make sense of it. So there's some worriness there. But as you can see, and it's mostly, it looks like mostly at nighttime. We're laying and we're thinking about what is it that we're not doing, what is it that we can do. So we get kind of stressed a little bit about our money, and that's all right. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what's going on with your work. Okay. What's going on with your work? We have the 8 of diamonds. The 8 of diamonds. So with the 8 of diamonds coming up in your work house, this looks good. Okay, so when you have the 8 of diamonds in your work house, that means everything is working out. You know, you're enjoying what you're doing. The work is working and it's bringing in the money that you're looking for. You're kind of satisfied, right? And and this came through hard work and persistence to get where you're at on your job, right? So that's very important to make sure the goals that you set for yourself when it comes to your work, that is actually happening. Okay, everything is going into place like it should. Okay, now we have the 7 of clubs. Okay, the 7 of clubs. Mm, mm, mm. So this is talking about staying focused, right? Because you've already been persistent. Staying focused. It might be a little struggle on some things that are going on in your work house, but that's all right. you got it, okay? Because you're going to stay focused and you're persistent, right, in what you're doing, okay? And remember, you're able to do all these things in so many different ways. When we look at all these different houses and how they all come together, you don't have to feel um um it's almost like a self-assurance that you got it. Don't ever feel like you're thinking that you don't have it. You have it, right? So now we're talking about the Jack of Hearts. The Jack of Hearts. Okay? So this right here, um, maybe there's some insurance somewhere where you're not sure about some things, or you're kind of whatever's going on at work. It's some things that's been done, right? And I don't know if it's you that's afraid for it to come to surface or someone else is afraid for it to come to surface, but it's got to come to surface. Whatever it is, it's got to come to surface. Okay. Um, so now we have the Jack of Spades. Now we're in the career house. Okay. So we have the Jack of Spades. Okay. So the Jack of Spades is telling us that we have to be, this is in your career. Okay. Be careful of the decision that you make when it comes to your career. Keep your eyes open. Be cautious. Okay. Make sure you're making that decision that you know that's going to work for you. Okay. Now we have the Five of Diamonds. Okay. The Five of Diamonds and your career house. Okay. So that's the Hierophant. So there's a need to learn something, right? You need a teacher, you need a mentor for your career. Um, Also, we talk about tradition. Um, do we traditionally think a certain way when it comes to making that decision to change careers, if that's what you want to do, or if the career you're in now needs to be tweaked a little bit, right? And try to get away from that traditional mindset of how you want your career to be. Okay. Also, it's talking about spiritual authority, having spiritual authority when it comes to making that decision. Okay. Who do you go to? Who do you talk to before you make a career change? Right? Who in your belief system that you actually have a conversation and to see if this is the right thing for you to do if it's talking about a career change. All right, so now we have the Nine of Diamonds. The Nine of Diamonds. Okay. So the Nine of Diamonds is the Hermit card. So yeah, this is the time to kind of go within. So having the Hierophant there is very, very important, because here you have the Hermit card. So the Hermit card basically is saying, I need to go within and make sure I'm making the right decision, with this, if it's a career change, right? I want to make sure I'm making that right decision. Okay. And the very last one is your life purpose. What is your life purpose telling you? Okay. Your life purpose is talking about family. We're talking about celebrating family. We're talking about security. Okay. Finding your life purpose that's pertaining to being secure. Okay. Enjoying everything that you've already gotten, okay? Your wealth, everything, all the hard work you've done, okay? That's what your life purpose can be about, right? Enjoying your life the way that you want to, right? Now we have the Three of Spades, okay? And your life purpose might have a little also, I'm looking at, when we look at the 10 of diamond, do you see how they're walking forward? So we're looking at the back of them. So here is talking about moving forward. So, that's interesting. So we're talking looking, moving forward, going beyond maybe the hardships, okay? And I think when you come out of your hermit mode, this is the mode you need to be in, or this is a move you need to make, right? I like that. I definitely like that. So we're going to end this tarot with the Ace of Spade, okay? In your life purpose house, the Ace of Spade. And that's, look, you're going to love this. This is focus and clarity on whatever it is that you chose. Focus and clarity. Awesome. That is so awesome with that. That was a perfect reading to me. All right, so let's see what our oracle cards tell us. Let's see what our oracle cards are going to tell us, adding to all of this. This is going to be awesome. Hi. Oops. Hi, you guys. That's how I talk. I say that to my doggies, too. Hi, you guys. I'm sorry, guys. I dropped some cards. Somebody's thinking about me. My nose is... Okay. Let's see what our awakening affirmation is today. Yay! Okay, what we got here? What do we have here? We have here, look, awaken. Awaken. Yay. Let's see what they got to say to us today. Let's put that over there. Okay, so it says here, it can be so easy to fall into a routine, a predictable earthly pattern without ever giving thought to who we truly are, to the essence of our being, until one day amidst the noise you feel it deep within. And then everything clicks. An ancient wisdom, a powerful remembering, arises from deep within your bones. Every cell in your body aligns to allow you to remember who you once were, who you can be, and how this shapes who you are now. Arrive, my dear, you have awakened. Oh, I love that card. I love that card. That is an awesome card. Let's see what our gemstones are telling us. What is our gemstones telling us today? Ugh, my cards are being flaky. Stop being flaky, you guys. I need you to shuffle. I need you to shuffle. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. La, 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 la. Greed. Oh, my God. Our eyes are bigger than our stomachs, and that we have more curiosity than understanding. We grasp at everything, but catch nothing except the wind. Wow. Star. Remember star came? No. Yeah, it did. It came up in the reading. Yeah. I love the stars too, fondly to be fearful of the night. Oh, yes. 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 And look, lost. It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything. Oh, my God, that goes perfectly with this reading. Yes, 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 yes. Let's see what our I know cards tell us. What does our I know cards tell us today? Wow, you guys. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Yes, 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 yes. The first one says, I know that I will attract everyone and everything aligned with my purpose. I am magnetic. Yes. I know that my finances will be taken care of even when I don't see how. I am secure. There we go. There we go. I know that my blessings come from being thankful for what I already have. I am grateful. Definitely, definitely, you guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see what our number affirmation cards tell us. Whoo, wow. Let's see. What do our number affirmation cards. Remember, today's word is focused. Focused. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, what is it? What is it? What is it? Adventure. I think that came up in our social. The Fool's card talks about adventure. 2525. I embrace the spirit of adventure. I explore new arisings and seek exciting experiences that enrich my life. I am open to the unknown and trust in the journey. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, look, you guys. 35, 35, joy. We had 25, 25, 35, 35. I choose joy in every moment. My heart is open to happiness and laughter. I create joyful experiences for myself and others, radiating positivity and love. Yes, yes, yes. And then we have 40, 40, divine support. Divine support, right? Hold up here. Okay, so we have, I am supported by the divine in all that I do. I trust in the universe's guidance and protection. I am never alone, and I am always guided toward my highest good. Yes, yes, yes. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Let's see what we got here. 1122, great shift, personal growth, spiritual development, and manifesting goals. Oneness, connection, and completion. Excuse me. It says first focus on, oh, there's the word focus. There it goes. I love it. Focus on the positive change occurring due to your efforts. Yeah. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. Yes, 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 yes. There we go again with them twos. Act on your ideal. Love it. Realistic and practical approach goals, divine timing, ambition, cooperation, and discipline. You have the benefit of good fortune. And if you use your wise judgment, there's the word judgment, and you can do anything in this place, right? You can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. You're about to experience a spectacular ascent. Right. And then we have 0808, swift action. Swift action. What could that swift action be? Let's see here. Oh, wrong thing. I'm sorry. Give me a second, you guys. La, 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 la. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Might as well grab them. Okay. All right. So let's see what this says. Wealth, empathy, promise, commitment, affection, inner strength, and auspicious outcome. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps toward achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mindset on you. Somebody want to be in your presence. Okay? Let's say it like that. Somebody wants to be in your presence. Right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. So let's see what's going on with our sacred soul. Facing fears, being able to face your fears. It's not about being fearless, but having the courage to progress despite of it. Yes, 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 yes. Lack of awareness, missing opportunities, not seeing potential risks. Seek facts and stay open-minded. Stay open-minded came up in, I think, in the money card. No. I'm sorry. In your social life. Stay open-minded. Somebody is looking for validation. What are you looking for validation for? You don't need it. Seeking reassurance for your achievements, emotions, or decisions. You don't need it. I'm just saying, you don't need it at all. Okay? You don't need it at all. Okay? Keep that in mind. Okay, let's see what our spiritual symbol says. An archetypus. Rebellious, freedom, liberation, free speech, break up establishments, firm beliefs, autonomy, philosophical. Yes, yes, yes. I see that in the magician card, so they kind of compare. Let's talk about your staff. Your dreams are being supported. Divine connection with God, universe, power, wisdom, purpose, and knowledge. That's perfect. That's right on time. Oh, look, tarot cards. Tarot cards. Isn't that fascinating? They're coming up in the reading, right? Let's see here. So it says here, getting too involved with others, nosy, unfulfilled life choices, fear of the unknown, feeling disconnected and worried about the future. Okay? That's what your cards are saying according to that, right? But we already know you're not doing all those things, right? So let's see what they're saying. Oh, look, domestic harmony. 4 and 6 is 10. Yes. Look, time out. 10 again. So you got 10, 10. Wow. Impatience. Wow. Right on time, you guys. Right on time. Loving it. Loving it. Let's see what your element cards are saying. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm. What are your element cards telling you? What are your elements cards telling you today? Look, grow and fulfill. Acknowledge the energy that feeds you. Yes, 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 yes. Inspire beauty. Show your inner beauty to the world. Yes. And look, understand you are safe. Share your true self. So this is all about you letting everything out that needs to be out. Right? Am I right? Oops. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, what we got here? Talking freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yes, yes. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight of awareness. That's right. Good. Great, great, great. And then failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. It's all right to fail, you guys. It's all right to fail. Let's see what our crystal is telling us today. And we're going to close out. Let's see what crystal that we're going to come up with today. So we come up with the agalite, the angelite crystal. Okay, so the crystal for the day is the angelite. It's the angelic connection. It says enhanced awareness. Your vibration is high. Heightened spiritual perception. This powerful stone facilitates angelic contact. It enhances telepathic communication and out of body journaling. The angelite open psychic channeling from the highest sources, connecting to universe knowledge and raising awareness of multidimensional realms. It facilitates speaking your truth and being more compassionate, accepting that which cannot be changed. A popular stone with healers, strengthens awareness and deepens attunement. It is able to create a protective auric shield, balance etheric and physical energies, and prevent psychic overwhelm. So it's when it comes to the body, thyroid, soft tissue, blood vessels, fluid balance. Mind soothes stress, relieves tension, overcomes fear and anger, fosters forgiveness. There we go. The Angelite. Great card. Great, 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 great card. So I want to say thank you guys for hanging out with us here on the Queen Universal reading. If you want to check us out in a few minutes, I will be over on our other Facebook channel, which is Black Queens Reading. And I will be doing the Wednesday reading over there too. So you guys come out, hang out with me over there too. Thank you for coming over here. Thank you guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the descriptions. Thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. And have a good day.